Hey there. Is your hair a mess? Do you forget what day it is? Do you feel like everyone else has their life together and you're still trying to figure out what your next move is for the day, let alone for life? Well, this is One Subtle Shift, the podcast that's less motivational guru and more porch swing confessional. So go ahead, get comfy, get your tea, your coffee, your iced tea, your lemonade. It's time to breathe together. Now, we are so used to rushing towards clarity, craving closure, and grasping for answers. But what if the transformation lives in the asking, not the fixing? In today's episode, we will explore one subtle shift, letting the question be sacred. Hey, beautifuls, welcome back to One Subtle Shift. If you're spiritually curious and you're beautifully tired of trying to figure it all out, maybe this is your first time here. I'm V, also known as the Back Porch Prophet. And around here, we slow down, get honest, and let the sacred be simple. And today, I want to talk to you about something I see everywhere, including in myself. The need to have the answers, the solution, the next step. You know that feeling. Like if you could just figure it out, you'd finally be at peace. But what if that peace isn't found in the answer at all? What if the question is the sacred part? Take a moment and breathe and think about that statement. What if asking the question is the sacred part because it opens up the pathway for communication and connection between the spirit, the soul, and ultimately coming through the intuition? I'll tell you a couple things about me. One of the things is, while I'm out there and I do share, and some would say, yes, I'm transparent, I'm very reluctant to share personal things when I know that the learning is really for me. So for example, if I'm having an issue in my life and I post something on social media, let's say, or in my groups, I know to expect that 5, 6, 8, 10, 12, 15 people are going to answer it. When the reality is, I may not be looking for an answer. I may be posing the question because in the energy of the question is where I can sit and allow the flow of the answer to come to me. Notice, though, the next time you post something on your Facebook page, as I just spoke about, how many people flock to give you the answer. How many people show up ready to help? And that's a beautiful thing. And sometimes we need that. But I'm suggesting that you just allow the question to, God forbid, linger, right? So when I was a little girl, I remember sitting on my grandmother's back porch and just asking things out loud. I'd ask, why is the sky? Why are the ladybugs all over the window? I'd ask the wind, where do you go? I'd ask why grown-ups cried in secret and smiled in public. Yeah, I noticed stuff like that. And no one gave me answers. Not the trees, not the breeze, and not even my grandmother, who was, as I thought, very wise. But something about asking without the need to fix or solve or wrap it all up in a bow and bring it to a close. It brought a calmness. Think about it like this. If you have this burning question inside of you and you just can't seem to get the answer, and it keeps eluding you, and you keep turning every which way to look for answers. You ask 7 different people, you get 7 different answers. I want to suggest this. I want you just to find a space that's quiet, that you can ask the question with maybe no intention. Just ask, am I supposed to be taking this new job? Should I take this new job? Is this relationship really right for me? How do I know? Fill in the blank. Sit with it. Feel the energy of putting the question out there. And instead of asking, what should I do? Ask yourself, the universe, what is this moment trying to show me? The moment I voice the question, what is the moment trying to show me? What's happening? What am I feeling? What am I sensing? Instead of asking, why am I stuck? Become curious. Where am I being invited to pay attention, to slow down? Instead of saying, when am I going to know? Simply breathe and use the word, one of my favorite words, yet. When will I know? I don't know yet. Now, the ego wants a clean, quick answer, but the soul loves dancing in the mystery. The soul needs space to unwind, unravel, unfurl. Let's pause for a breath together. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Just feel the breath. Just take a few minutes and begin to expand your intuition. Slowly bring one question to your mind. You know, that one that's been sitting in your heart lately. And instead of answering it, just bless it. Let it be a teacher. Let it breathe. That, my friends, is your one subtle shift this week. You're not fixing, you're not forcing, you're just honoring the question. You don't need all the answers to move forward. You just need one moment of stillness, one breath at a time, and the courage to let your soul speak slowly. I want to thank you for sitting with me on the porch today. The porch is always open, and the questions are always welcome. Until next time, I'm Veronica Drake, the Back Porch Prophet, reminding you that you already know, even if the knowing takes its sweet old time being revealed.